the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on Kyle Trask and the Baltimore Ravens.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Florida Gator at quarterback Kyle Trask.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This is Edwards. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 9 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff. Edwards taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action. Some risk involved, but how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
First carry for Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Trask. They set up the screen to Hill. And they can't bring him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Trask now from the 50. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 25 on 2nd down, Trask. And he finds Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trask going to do it himself. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Trask, 3rd and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Trask. A dump off now to Hill. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Quick slant finding Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They run with Harris. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, it's Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party.
Still 30.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Now he's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. That'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of what.
Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Trask. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. From the 31, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So the 3 points there, and see who that helps an inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Parker, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Trask.
This will be caught by Brown.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. Julian Blackmon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
This is Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Breaks through the contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Roethlisberger.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Trask. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Trask to throw it. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They hand this off to Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
For the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a real... nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go. Check back 15. 7-7. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I smell fear in that.
On second down and 4, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Drake pushing through the contact. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Trask. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trask again. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And hang on here, because still down after that play is Marquise Brown. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trask. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 79 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool
His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Trask. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trask now. For a left side, complete. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Trask. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's got it. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
To throw is Trask.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Micah Parsons.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack.
Trask.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Tries to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, it's Drake. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Roethlisberger going to throw it.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Trask.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 44, Trask. A swing pass here to Edwards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Trask. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the lottery.
Extra point put through by Boswell. He'll swung by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking for Bateman. He's got it complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
31's the mic. Here it goes.
From the gun, Trask. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pick it up, G. Mike 3, Mike 3. Come.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask. To Boyle here over the middle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Mike 3. Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trask throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot here. Trask. Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.